yena bhutale swayam rupa kada mayam dadati swapadantikam. So whatever desires Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had, he told all these things to Rupa and Sanatan. And in this material world, Sthapitam Yena Bhutal, in this material world, they wrote these literatures. If you don't have literatures, a society or Krishna consciousness or studying, nothing can be sustainable. So, Nectar of Instruction is a book of for a beginner who is loving Krishna, for a person who is sustaining his Krishna consciousness, or the person who is desiring to love Krishna. For all of them, this book is very wonderful. So we started with Vacho Begam, then Utsad Nischaya, then Atyahara Prayasascha, everything we have completed. And now it is in the fourth chapter, this sloka, as I said, I hope that all of you have read it and came, because I don't give, I will speak a bit less, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me. So for 15 minutes, I will speak, and then we will finish the shloka. The shloka is a very beautiful shloka. You can repeat after me if you want. It is said very beautifully that the 6 loving exchanges between devotees, even actually, when we hear this, we will understand that these 6 loving exchanges, everywhere, every person is doing. These loving exchanges are the exchanges in the material world also, even in business also, even in family also. People do that. Because ultimately, whatever we are doing in this material world is actually nothing but the emblem of the spiritual world. It is a pratichabi, or the shadow, or not only shadow, I should not say shadow, it is the reflection of the spiritual world. Yes. So, dadati pratigrunnahati gujjam akhati prichati bhonjate bhojate chaiva shadavedam pritilakshanam. Shadavidam Pritilakshanam means there are 6 loving exchanges that the devotee must do with each other. The 6 devotees, 6 types of loving exchanges. We are seeing Karan Prabhu has joined and Sushmita Mataji is joining. I'm very happy and thankful to all of you that some or other you have adjusted for me. I'm really obliged, because I have another program, I have to travel, that's why. But we are having the, Bengali Chaitanya Charitamrita as well. From there, I will be speaking. But I little bit, what do you call, preponed the talk, and you all came. Thank you so much. So as I was telling, that there are 6 exchanges: Dadati Pratigannati, giving gifts, accepting gifts; Gujjam Akhati Prichati, asking confidential questions, and you are also answering and questioning, exchanging good thoughts, and those questions which are actually helpful for every living entity or every living being. So dadati pratigrunnati gujjam akhati prichati. Gujjam akhati prichati also means the questions that is arising in our heart must be discussed with our devotees to grow in our Krishna consciousness. So dadati pratigrunnati gujjam akhati prichati bhunjate bhojate chaiva. You offer your what do you call, a feast to those who come to your house. That is also a custom. That is also a spiritual activity when you offer Krishna prasadam. And also when you go into somebody's place, they also offer you. So these are the 6 exchanges, loving exchanges according to Rupa Goswami, which actually a devotee must do among their society, among their friends, Krishna conscious friends. So dadati, giving gifts; pratigrinnati, accepting gifts. You are giving, but you should also accept. You should not say no, I don't want. No. Similarly, you should give and also accept gifts. Dadati pratigrinnati gujjam akhati prichati. Gujjam akhati prichati. Gujjam akhati. Akhati means asking, and prichati means discussing and getting answer, and you are also answering. Bhunjate. Bhunjate means the fifth one is you offer some prasadam. And bhojate chaiva. You offer and you also accept some prasadam from them. These are the 6 loving exchanges. You see, the companies, big companies in this material world also, they do these things. They offer good gifts to the employees or the customers. They also give them a feast. Remember, whenever we used to have New Year, Novo Borsho, then we need to go to the shops and they will give you mystery packet, and then you have to give the credit that you have taken. And Akshay Tritiya also. So everywhere it is there. However, there is a little finer spiritual touch in all these things which Rupa Goswami is saying. First and foremost thing is to whom you need to do this. First of all, Srila Prabhupada makes us understand, following the footsteps of Rupa and Sanatan, these loving exchanges must be done with everyone, because every living entity is a Krishna's das. Jive Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. However, you have to be very careful that whom you are doing this, whom you are associating. Sometimes the relation, we have some friends or close people, they don't appreciate or they don't understand the value of Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada, as in the previous verses, Rupa Goswami says, Prajalpa Nimagraha, that mundane talk, mundane personalities who are always busy with their own world, and we think that they are our friends, but actually they are in their own world and they are, uh, they pull us down. So these loving exchanges, specifically Rupa Goswami is saying, it will be fruitful if we are doing with our devotee circle. Devotee circle means everybody is actually devotee, but somebody has remembered, somebody has been reminded, and somebody is yet to be reminded. So when we do these 6 loving exchanges with devotees, then our bhakti grows. Then we become very strong. It's like this Sangha. Prabhupada says that the Dadati Pratigrinnati first is, whenever anybody comes to the temple, we give them prasad, not in the way that when they go, just like sometimes I visit Sukanta Prabhu's house, how wonderfully, Mataji and Prabhu receives us, gives us a wonderful prasadam, wonderful gifts for the Thakurji. They offer nice dresses to the Thakurji, some donations to the Thakurji. Dadati, you are giving to the society of Krishna consciousness. Similarly, when devotees go, they give you prasad, they give you beautiful darshan of the Lord. In return, they give you sometimes incenses, diaries, right? And are you all there? Will you listen to me? Can you write Hare Krishna if you are awake? Because Sunday, late afternoon, and class, I hope that you don't have a power nap. You're not getting a power nap. Okay, that's good. Shukanta Prabhu. Okay, Karan Prabhu. That's good. So you're all awake. I'm happy. So, okay, Benavihari Prabhu is also saying Hare Krishna. That's great. So definitely, so this is called Dadati Pratigrinati. Prabhupada says in the Sunday feast, when they come, our devotees, they come, sometimes when you come to the temple, like whenever you are coming to the temple, to our temple, you must be knowing that from evening and onwards, we give khichdi to everyone. Not only that, we are feeding more than 10,000 Malnadish children in this Calcutta with Annamrita. We are feeding, we are offering Krishna Prasadam to everyone. That is one of our projects that Srila Prabhupada wanted, to give Krishna Prasadam to everyone. And that is called the Dati. We are giving. We are giving lots of festivals, right? Rath Yatra is a big festival. Janmashtami is a big festival. So the Dati, we are giving, the Society of Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON is offering so much. In return also, Pratigrinnahati, we also accept donations. We also accept a lot of your love and affection, sometimes flowers, fruits, milk, nuts, vegetables. Especially in the COVID time, I saw that all of you, how you all helped the temple, and all the sadhus, they survived because of all of your kind support and help. So as we are praying, I every day pray. That is a duty of saintly people. I'm trying to be a saint, all of you are saints because you love Krishna. So that is called the Dati. We are offering something, and pratigrinati, and you are, we are also accepting. So I hope you understand. That is called dadati pratigrinati. Giving gifts, accepting gifts. Then Gujja Makhati Prichati. This talks, this class, literatures. We need to discuss Krishna Katha with someone who loves Krishna. Here the Acharyas are warning us, any Tom, Dick and Harry, if we are, Harry, Tom, Dick and Harry, not Hurry. If you are hearing, there may be a chance of your diversion, because especially in Bengal and India, every nook and corner, there is one Baba or Mata giving blessing and saying I am God. But we should be very careful. That's why we need to hear from those who are practicing Krishna consciousness, basically those who are following the religious principles that is being offered by the scriptures in all those gentle people. Even Srila Prabhupada says his principles of Krishna consciousness is for those who are gentlemen. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit relation. This is the basic thing for any cultured family. They don't want to harm others. They don't want to disturb others, that just because of their sake. So that is very important to understand this principle of Krishna consciousness, that we need to hear from someone who is personally practicing that. Otherwise, sometimes there are in internet, there are so many people, they are speaking so many things, and they may be thinking, we may be thinking that we are getting actually milk, but that is not milk. That is been touched by a serpent who is speaking, but he does not do anything in his life. So to be very careful from where we are hearing. So Mayavad means everyone is same. We are all God. These are all speculative philosophy which will never take us to the lotus feet of Krishna. So that's why you have Prabhupada's books tells us, and not only Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada book, Rupa Goswami is this. Prabhupada has given so much energy to translate it for us and giving us his purpose. We need to read Srila Prabhupada books very nicely. Come for Saturday programs. Why the Saturday program is there? That nobody should be cheated. That's why we need to be together. We need to discuss with each other, because we are in the same platform. We are called Swajati. Swajati means same jati, means who all love Krishna. Who all love Krishna. So, Dadati pratigrinati gujja makati pichati. I ask question, I get answer. I give answer, you get question. In this way, it depends. And what sort of questions we should ask? We should ask those questions which are very valuable for human form of life. How we can be a good devotee, how we can give Krishna to other person. So this is called Dadati Pratigrinati. So first, eating, getting gifts, giving gifts, accepting gifts to with devotee circle, devotee association. Second is honoring, the questions, your heart you open to someone, and definitely confidentiality must be maintained. And then devotees feel so free to ask, and what type of questions we should ask, which is very helpful for growing in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so dadati pratigrinati gujja makati prichyati. And the last one is bhojate bhojate chaiva. Bhojate bhojate chaiva, very simple. When you come to the temple, when you come for Rath Yatra, you get khichdi and feast from the temple. The Lord's mercy sometimes comes to your house as Mahaprasad. And then when you invite all of us, I remember Karan Prabhu invited us sometimes to his home, and we took prasad there. That is called Dadati Pratigrinati Gujja Makati Pichyati and Bhunjite Bhojate Chaiva. Sukanta Prabhu's house, still that Jhalmudi feast is pending. Right. So this is the way. When you come to the temple in the Sunday feast, festivals, we get to honor such nice Krishna Prasadam. Sometimes Krishna is merciful, sends Krishna Prasadam, comes to our house with devotees. And then we also, whenever the devotees come, whenever we come to the temple, we offer something, from our heart to the temple. That is called, you get vegetables, all these things which I have spoken. And sometimes the devotees travel to your house for kirtans and bhajans. It is the duty of the grihasthas also to acknowledge that love of them by offering them nice prasadam. So I am over. These are the 6 loving exchanges Rupa Goswami is saying we need to do with devotees. Why he is pressurizing in devotees? Because in this material world, we need to be very careful whom we choose as devotee. Otherwise, you will be exploited in all the ways. So let's be careful and then go ahead with the other shlokas later part. Over to you all. Any questions you have? And I hope and pray that the home task that I have given to all of you, you have already read, and I have spoken from there only with some of my realizations as well. Thank you very much. Any questions you have? Hello, Hare Krishna. Are you all there?
Yes, Prabhu.
So
I have one question. Like
yeah.
you said that Guhyam Akhyati Pruchati, the devotees might reveal their hearts to someone. So how they would decide like how to and when to and whom to look open our hearts like.
So see, it is very simple, Prabhu. Good question. That's why you need to associate with devotees. Association is very important. By associating with devotees, you will understand that this person can help me. So that's why you have to spend, you have to invest. Just like in your when we were in college and universities, when we were coming for the class, when we were meeting in the half times, in the tiffin time, we choose our friends, right? When we are Prabhu, we choose our friend, understanding that this person will be very nice for me. This person is a confidential person. However, in our society, in our association, when we are matured, by giving what do you call, by accepting Krishna and performing these rules and regulations, we become very pure one by by performing, and then you can approach anyone whom you feel comfortable with. And then when we speak athato brahma jigyasa, when we ask, actually then actually we get answer. So we should speak. Sometimes if the confusions are there, we need to ask question, but how to ask, that is also given there in Bhagavad Gita. Tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninam satyadarshina. That you have to ask with a lot of humility and service attitude, and then when you approach, that is a very nice way of asking. It is not like that you're taking a gun and saying, hey, give me some answer, I have some question. No, you need to ask in a very humble way, and then in that way they will ask, they will answer you. Is that answer your question when you have a problem?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question or any comment or confusion or anything? Piali is here, Prasenjit Prabhu is there, Shukanta Prabhu is here, then Somlata Mataji is there, Karan Prabhu is there, Shishmita Mataji is there. Any one of you have any other question? Okay, so we'll end here. So I hope you enjoyed, because it's a very simple thing, and please read the purport and translation again. Then whatever we have discussed, you will be understanding. And tomorrow is the last day of Kartik. Please offer lamps and prayers, and if possible, come to the temple and take darshan. And you are always there in my prayers. Read and study. More than reading and studying, study the nectar of instruction very nicely. And those who are Bengalis, there are Bengali, mone shabai Bengali, will meet, if Krishna is willing and you are all free, 6 p.m. today for Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hare Krishna. Be on time. Always be Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Bol. Hare.